Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter.
And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
It is Gonzalez makes the interception. Mbappe, now it's Palmer. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. That is lovely. Great run on the overlap here. Hit into the middle. Alexander-Arnold. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And it's Gonzalez.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Manchester United are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? He's picked his way through. Chance! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Gets into some space. Oh, sweet feet. And can he finish it? Now, who's going to be first to this? Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
That's been intercepted. And he's on a charge. Mbappe! And that was very necessary. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And he gets rid in a hurry.
He was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Oh, delicate chip through. It's a promising position. Oh, good spread. That is ended up in no man's land. Knocks it out wide. Azar. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Messi. He's got away. Messi! Defending of the desperate variety.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Put in. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Messi. Lobbed in behind.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are back underway.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely aimed pass. Searching pass he's played there. Not the most accurate pass. That is a little undercooked. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fofana spots it and intercepts.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has been slung wide. And he welcomes it in.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Mbappe goes steaming forward.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, it's a promising build-up this, plenty of really nice passing. Could try cutting inside here. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's an early cross. That's a good ball. And the finish! It's in! And the comeback is complete! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Mbappe.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 20, Hazard. Number 10,
Nico Gonzalez.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Out to the left it goes.
Number 18,
Bob,
Son
looking to
Heung-min.
play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove
Substitution in
productive?
progress.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Pass somewhat off target. Son Heung-min. And it's Son Heung-min. And Bob.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Son Heung-min. That's tidy. Well, that is one way to stop him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found a way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Played it early.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Goes to finish! Kane. Oh, that's well spotted. That's at the end. Manchester United played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He gets big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This fella Martinez is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws...
Mbappe! Just sails past the upright.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Goes looking wide, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Enrique. That's a throw. Zielinski. Manchester United leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! It's a pretty loose pass. Played out wide. Zielinski. Now it's DiMarco. He's shifting through the gears here. Here comes another cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Enrique. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Luis Enrique. Inter Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some...
He's got tall! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Kanji with the clearance. And the keeper beats it away. Chance to deliver. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Thuram.
That's going in strongly.
Thuram couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
He intercepts the throw, that's well read. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
DiMarco. Zielinski, spread it left. Fofana cuts out the pass. Showing great feet there. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Barella? No, he wasn't going to let him past. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Sucic.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Sucic. And it's DiMarco. He's picked his way through. Zielinski. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Luis Enrique. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked out the run. He's having a shot! Fofana gets a foot in here. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Pass has gone astray, and the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Manchester United happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Over to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Foot in, and he's searching through. DiMarco. Oh, sweet feet. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Sucic. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Zielinski. Now it's DiMarco. He is through here. Now it's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Luis Enrique. In with the challenge. Gonzalez goes steaming forward. And they're quick to get it back. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's got a side of shapes to shoot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Sucic. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Just eases him off the ball. Zielinski. Played out to the right. Luis Enrique providing an outlet on that flank. There's the shot! Alexander-Arnold gets good distance on it. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
DiMarco gets into some space. Cross goes in there. That's not going far. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. And that has been cleared. Sucic. Just about up to 75 minutes. Zielinski. Now decent chance! No mistake! Back to within one! Interesting! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Time for changes on both sides, actually. Inter Milan getting themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Dumfries. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. It's played through for him.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And he's being shifted off it. And here's Lautaro Martinez. He's found the way through.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Zielinski. Dumfries. Oh, smashing against the crossbar. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard looking to run onto it. Bisek. Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? Barella. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford.
He's having a shot! And he's done it!
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Number 45.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Palmer. Now Van Dijk. Out to the left it goes. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Kone. Looking to play him in. Gonzalez gets a foot in here. Tries to pass it through. Real chance! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease.
Palmer! Oh, it's come off the upright. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nico Gonzalez. Berardi wins the duel this time. Quality ball. Maremovic.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
He can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. He's on it. Can he get away? Messi providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here. And Messi!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
He's got away. That's going to go a long way. Kone. Great work on the overlap. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Kone. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! Now, it's fallen kindly here. Van Dijk, tidy with his distribution.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's having a go. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. It's a good-looking delivery. Has a shot! They've scored! And they've got their lead back. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to clear it. And they've got a throw. Palmer. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, sweet feet. Mbappe. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gonzalez makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Berardi. That has been cut short. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Kone, over to the left. Played in deep. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's been taken short. Kone. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross into the box. And it's hoisted clear. And the whistle goes for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Tries to thread one through. Hazard in acres of space out wide. And he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Kone. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Spread it left. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That is good alertness. That looks a cracking ball. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Here's a chance! It's a loose ball. And that has been knocked clear. Nicely aimed pass. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that is as far as they're going to go. And a chance! And another try!
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Manchester United have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach. Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Manchester United may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
He's in a great position here. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Nico Gonzalez. Can he spark a counter here? Bob. And it's DiMarco. Bob will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Mbappe. And he's running for... takes a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, what a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 5, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 18, Son Heung-min.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Fernandez.
Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Played out to the left flank.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And he welcomes it in. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Goes down, but nothing given. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared away. Threads one in, and he's there to get it away.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Nicely weighted ball, well read, nice interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's DiMarco. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Now, can they get him away? That's that, the end. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more.